Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I have a gift request from Renee Mooberry, sometimes known as Renewables, although a certain person is not fond of that name, but Renee is. So there you have it. I got a gift request here. Kenny Rogers and the first edition. Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. So Renee, shout out to you. Thank you. I'm wearing the R in your honor, as you might have imagined already, because I've done it before. I've done this song before, a couple of years ago, I think. And that may have been the studio version, but this is a live version from March 2nd, 1972. So that was at the height, I would say, of the Vietnam era and protesting the war and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, let's get into this. This is a review, but I have not seen the live version. So here we go. "54 years ago.
You painted up your lips and rolled and curled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? The shadow on the wall tells me the sun is going down. Oh, take your love to town.
Tambourines were big in that era.
It wasn't me that started that whole crazy Asian war. I was proud to go and do my patriotic chore. Yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. Still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed. And the wants and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. But it won't be long, I've heard them say, until I'm not around.
That's beautiful harmony.
Don't take your love to town.
She has a really nice voice.
'Cause I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. And if I could move, I'd get my gun and put her in the ground. Oh, don't take your love to town. Oh, for God's sakes, turn around.
Train sound.
Ruby is a moving song about a wheelchair-bound veteran's plea to his unfaithful lover. It struck an emotional chord with Americans on both sides of the Vietnam War debate. In August 1969, it reached number 7 on the Cashbox 100 singles chart. This show aired on March 2nd, 1972. That same week, Pioneer 10 launched on its mission to Jupiter. In 1972, gas cost 36 cents a gallon, and TV fans tuned into MASH for the first time. Remember?
I do. I used to watch MASH religiously. I've been watching reruns of late, too. It's such a hard thing. I mean, without commenting on the war and, you know, the geopolitical stuff, life is so hard on planet Earth, and to be somebody who goes off as a soldier in harm's way, winds up being paralyzed, comes home. Obviously, you feel bad for him, but I feel bad for her. You know, when you're in a marriage, or whatever the relationship was, let's just say it was a marriage, you know, you kind of have certain expectations. And it isn't about fault, it's about need. Like as a woman, she needs physical intimacy too. He needs physical intimacy. And it would be a very, very difficult thing to accept. It's easy to point a finger, I think, in the name of patriotism, like he's serving his country. You should be giving everything you have to give, Ruby, including your needs, wants, and desires. But it's a whole lot easier said from the outside than done. So, though a big part of me is not a fan of her going to town, but she hasn't left him either. And it's tormenting for him because she comes and goes, and he knows what she's doing. She's going to town. Whether she's sleeping with other guys, I mean, that's the assumption in the song, but she's certainly going out partying and leaving him alone. And so that puritanical part of me says, you know, just stay home, be with your man, attend to him. And that isn't what she signed up for when she got married. On the other hand, he didn't sign up for having his legs blown off or just being paralyzed and not being able to get about. But she does come home to him, so whatever needs she has, she gets satisfied that he can't satisfy, she gets on the outside. And then she comes home to him, and maybe she's making dinner for him. Maybe she's, you know, taking care of a lot of his needs. Maybe she's helping him get in and out of bed if he needs it. I don't know. She's still sacrificing a lot. I'd like to put things in fuller perspective, like go a little deeper into the social constructs that are at work in these situations. My immediate sense isn't to pass judgment negatively on somebody, but it's to like, I guess maybe I was born with an overdose of compassion or something, but or maybe it's just a sense of fairness to each individual and what they're dealing with. In a relationship, both people, you want to be physically fit, if you will. And it's just, war is brutal, of course. Relationships, under the best of circumstances, are challenging. And even when you have all the means, whether it's financial and physical and all this kind of stuff, great social lives and all this stuff, relationships are still very difficult. Put two people in the same dwelling long enough, there's going to be issues. And then you throw the additional things into the mix. You name it, everybody here on the channel and everybody on planet Earth has suffered loss in some way, whether it's a pet, a grandparent, a sibling, a parent, whatever. And it's just difficult. So you get married in the hopes of having a better life and planning things, and then boom, additional suffering comes your way. And you're like, oh, good Lord. So, yeah. But to come home, I can't even fathom it, you know, being paralyzed. I can't. It's one of those things where, yeah, I think about it sometimes. How would I be? How would I react? You know, you see things in the media or wherever, or you hear about them in songs, and you're like, well, what if that happened to me? Or you watch a movie. Richard Dreyfuss, Whose Life Is It Anyway? I think that was the name of it, where he was a sculptor and he became a quadriplegic. So he was still alive, but he couldn't do any sculpting. He couldn't be an artist. And it was depicting, he wanted to die. This was back in the 70s, this movie, I think. He wanted to die because he said, it is torment. Every time I see a nurse come in the room to help me, I want to make a sculpture of her. I see a bird or whatever, and I can do nothing. I live in the torment of my mind. And I think, whoa, yeah, like how would I be? What would my reaction be? I think I'd be the same as him. I'd want to die. It would just be too much. But then you see guys like Richard Hawkins, who has recently, passed in the last 10 years or so, but a brilliant physicist. He learned to navigate the waters. What were the torments in his mind? I don't know. One of the things, too, on a different note, on an artistic note, that I really appreciated is they put thought into their outfits back then. Nowadays, a lot of performers, country performers do a better job with it. Not contemporary country artists. They dress just in jeans and a crappy t-shirt if they feel like it or whatever. But notice what they were wearing back then. They put thought into their outfits, matched too. And I love that. I think that that's part of the experience as a fan. So I'm not going to rate this one, Renee. Oh, R for Ruby, too. She's out and about doing her thing, then she comes back home. So, I mean, you got to look at both sides of it. She doesn't just leave, she comes back home. But I don't know. It's a no-win situation. You know, if she stays home all the time, her heart, soul dies on the inside. If she leaves, his does. I don't know. You guys decide. So, all right, guys, you can thank Renee Mooberry for that one. The one and only Kenny Rogers. This was done in 1969. The performance was in 72, but the song was 69. Definitely that right there in that pocket of the Vietnam War and the protests and so on. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.
Oh, don't take your love to town.